Welcome back to this last video in this series where I'm going to talk about the 11 organ systems and do a little bit deeper dive into homeostasis. So we have 11, or what some people call 12 organ systems. Here they are in diagram parts so you can see how they fit into the body. And then I have picked out various organs and simplified functions and put a couple selected diseases, which you may or may not know about, on the next slide. So let me just spend a few minutes going through the next slide, talking about it. So the skeletal system for this course, it supports the body and basically our muscles anchor to it. The organs are the bones and the cartilages. Selected diseases, if there's a homework regarding it, that's where to know about it. If you know about rickets and scoliosis, those are diseases that affect the skeletal system. The muscular system is the one that actually moves the body. And so this involves our muscles, our tendons, and our ligaments. If you ever heard of fibromyalgia or rhabdomyolysis, those are diseases of that. Integumentary system, go ahead and say that, integumentary system. It protects your body. This is your skin. It also includes your hair and your fingernails and your toenails. And so basal cell carcinoma, which is the most common skin cancer. I know you thought it was melanoma, but it is not. And onychomycosis, really, really common. And I know you've probably never heard of that word. Digestive system is the one responsible for breaking down your food. Not only does it break down your food, but it's also responsible for absorbing those nutrients. And so there's lots of organs here, starting in your mouth with your teeth, your salivary glands, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, your rectum, and anus, as well as accessory organs, which include your liver, your gallbladder, and your pancreas. And some diseases are GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease, as well as gallstones, cholelithiasis. Your respiratory system is responsible for exchanging oxygen and carbon dioxide between the air and your blood. So it starts in your nose and your pharynx and your larynx, and then your trachea, your bronchi, and your lungs. And some diseases of that include pneumonia and asthma. Your circulatory system, sometimes called the cardiovascular system, is responsible for transporting blood throughout your body, and it's carrying substances in that blood. So it has three big parts: your heart and your blood vessels, and then your blood, three big parts. And a couple diseases of that are aneurysms, very common in your brain, as well as your aorta, especially in your abdomen, as well as deep vein thrombosis. Your lymphatic system, also known as your immune system, helps defend against disease. It includes your thymus, an organ many people have never heard about, your spleen, lymphatic vessels, as well as lymph nodes, and your white blood cells. And a couple of diseases of that would be lymphedema, lymphoma, as well as leukemia. Your urinary system helps your body get rid of certain waste and helps regulate your body fluid, as well as helps regulate your blood pressure. Super important. It involves your kidneys, urinary bladder, and urethra. Only 4 organs in this system. So some diseases would be kidney stones and urinary tract infections, very common in women. Your endocrine system uses chemicals known as hormones that regulate your body. And so there are organs in your brain, your hypothalamus and pituitary gland, and then organs throughout your body: thyroid, parathyroid gland, your adrenal glands, pancreas in your abdomen, and then in your pelvis, ovaries, and outside your testes. And some diseases include hyperthyroidism and 2 very common types of diabetes mellitus, which I think is misspelled on your paper. So correct the spelling. It should be mellitus, and type 1 and type 2. The nervous system does 2 things. It processes incoming sensory information, makes sense of it, and controls the response with a motor response. And so it involves the brain, the spinal cord, as well as peripheral nerves and sense organs. And a couple of diseases would include epilepsy and Parkinson's disease. And the reproductive system not only is production of offspring, but also sex hormones. And so in the female, this would include the ovaries, fallopian tubes, uterus, vagina, clitoris, and the breast. And in the men, even though they have breasts, they don't really have a function in the male. So for them, it would be the testes, the vas deferens, seminal vesicles, prostate, urethra, and the penis. And an example of disease in women would be endometriosis, and in men would be benign prostatic hypertrophy. Okay, so let's move on and let's talk about homeostasis. So in homeostasis, basically we have some sort of change that is going to occur, what we call a stimulus, could be due to stress, some sort of perturbation. Okay. And we have receptors in our body, maybe internal receptors, maybe receptors on the outside in our skin. Okay. Um, and these receptors detect this stimulus, detect this change, okay? Because everything in our body is regulated, okay? And so these receptors are going to be attached to sensory neurons, and these could be in our skin, they could be in an internal organ, they could be in our heart, they could be in our intestines, they could be anywhere. They could be in our eyeballs, okay? Any kind of our special senses. From there, that is going to be compared to like, oh, what's the normal set point? What do we think is normal? And the control center has to interpret this message, interpret this sensory input from the receptor, compare it to the normal, and is now going to initiate a change, okay? And this is going to happen either through the central nervous system or through the endocrine system. Sometimes it's going to be through the same structures as the receptors. Usually it's not going to be. And so we are going to usually involve an effector, a structure that's going to cause a change to alter the stimulus. And so these are usually muscles and glands. Okay, so think of skeletal muscles or glands that are going to secrete stuff. Okay. And the response can be in the same direction as the change. That's called positive feedback, or it could be in the opposite direction, what we call negative feedback. Now, in a class and in life, we usually think, oh, positive feedback is good. Somebody's giving you kudos, job well done. And negative feedback is something we're trying to ignore because they're telling you, oh, bad. But in your body, it's the opposite. Negative feedback restores homeostasis. That's good. Positive feedback we don't want because that takes you out of homeostasis. So let's review that. Negative feedback is how we are controlling most of our body processes, and the action is the opposite direction of the stimulus, okay? Returning the body to homeostasis. So we have this stimulus. In this case, here's our set point. Our stimulus is taking us, in this case, down from the set point. So our response is returning us toward the step point. We're fluctuating against us. If our stimulus is taking us higher than the step point, then our response is lowering us towards the step point. Okay. So, like for example, with body temperature or with hormone levels too high, we need to lower it. Hormone level too low, we need to raise it. Blood pressure too high, we need to lower it. Blood pressure too low, oh, we need to conserve water. We need to constrict blood levels because we need to raise our blood pressure. Same thing, CO2 levels too high. We need to breathe faster. We need to blow off CO2. Your body's doing this all the time without you realizing it. So let's look in detail what's happening with body temperature. I know we did it before, but let's just do it one more time in detail. Body temperature falls. That's the stimulus. So let's go through the three things. The stimulus, body temperature falls. The receptors, our skin sensory receptors go, oh, cold in our skin. We have those receptors. In our brain, our hypothalamus has central receptors and they detect, oh, body temperature has fallen. So our effectors now, we've got effectors all over our body. In our skin, we are going to constrict blood vessels. Okay, so we can't lose temperature. We are going to cause skeletal muscle to start contracting. We are going to start shivering. What is that shivering going to do? It's going to start generating heat. Our basal metabolic rate is going to be going up. In addition, every single hair in our body, every single hair in our body has its own private slave skeletal muscle that's going to contract. An erector pili muscle is going to contract. So every hair in your body is going to stand up on end, which traps heat in your body, gives you goosebumps. All those things serve to raise your body temperature and return you towards homeostasis. Now, if you overshoot, your body temperature has risen too high, your skin sensory receptors are now recognizing, oh, it's too hot. Your hypothalamus has also detected, oh, the body temperature is too high. Your sympathetic nervous system says, okay, we're cutting out the adrenaline. We are going to dilate our blood vessels. We are going to start sweating to start cooling our body. All these skeletal muscles are going to start relaxing. Our body temperature is going to return to normal, and we have returned to homeostasis. We are back to kumbaya. So this is negative feedback on both sides. In contrast, positive feedback, we are going to continue in the same direction. We are going to reinforce and stimulate. This is going to continue until something happens. So here is a classic example. What happens at childbirth? The 9th month of gestation, the baby's head has dropped. And it drops and drops and drops to the time when the baby's head is pushing against the cervix of the uterus. It pushes so hard down there that nerve impulses from the cervix are transmitted to the brain of the mother, and the brain stimulates the mom's pituitary gland to secrete a hormone known as oxytocin. And oxytocin is made and travels in the mom's bloodstream and goes down to the uterus of the mom. And oxytocin causes the smooth muscle of the mom's uterus to contract. And when the mom's uterus contracts, it pushes the baby downward, which pushes the baby's head against the cervix. And when the baby's head pushes against the cervix, more impulses go up there, more oxytocin, more blood in this, more oxytocin in the cervix, baby's head pushes against the cervix, and more contractions. So the contractions get closer and closer and stronger, and that continues all through labor until the point of delivery. After the baby is born, there's usually 1 or 2 more contractions. That's enough to get the placenta out, after which there's no more contractions because there's nothing left pushing on the cervix. We have the same type of positive feedback that happens with breastfeeding. As the baby suckles, we have release of a hormone which causes milk to be released, and the baby suckles, and more milk. And then once the baby quits, baby's full, quits suckling, no more milk comes out. Same thing happens with blood clotting. So all those are examples of positive feedback, taking you out of homeostasis until something happens to stop this. So that is it for this whole series of videos. Thank you so much for all your hard work, and I will see you at our next series of videos for our next